So, solving simple equations. First thing, when you have an equation, we have a couple different things we have to talk about first. Can someone tell me what this word here means? It's a variable. There you go. It's a letter or symbol, place of a number. Okay? So the big concept for solving simple equations is to get the variable on a side by itself. Okay? That's the big kind of overarching thing. Remember doing this?
Yeah.
Okay? These are simple. These are going to be one-steppers essentially. All right? So, and you're going to do this by using opposite or inverse operations. Okay? So, if I have addition, what's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. Good. And vice versa, right? Opposite of subtraction is addition. If I have multiplication, what's the opposite of that? Division. Okay? Now down the road a little bit, I'm going to throw it in here too. If I have exponents, what's the opposite of exponents? Roots. Yep. Yeah, square root is opposite of square, but just a root in general is opposite of exponents. Okay? And yeah, that's probably about it so far. All right? So these are just one-step equations. All right? You want to get a variable on a side by itself, and you want to undo whatever operations you might have. So if I have something like this, x plus 3 is equal to 7. What operation is going on the side with the variable? Addition. What's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. So I need to use subtraction to undo the plus 3, correct? So the opposite of adding 3 is subtracting 3. So I'm going to subtract 3 from this side. If I do it to one side, I must what? Got to do it to the other. Okay? You must be what I'm going to call fair. Okay? You must be fair. Do it to one side, do it to the other. You lose balance of power unless you do it. All right? So x is going, this guy's going away. What's 7 minus 3? 4. So x is equal to 4. Not bad, right? Okay? So that was undoing addition. Let's undo subtraction. So if I have, let's go x minus 5 equals negative 12. Add 5 on both sides. Perfect. Add 5. Add 5. X equals negative 7. Great. Yes, this ain't so bad, is it? Okay. Get a little silly now. Get multiplication. Okay. Getting crazy, isn't it? All right. And I'm really going to get crazy. I'm going to put a negative sign on here. So we go negative 5y equals 25. So right now I have multiplication, right? Just because. Try to mess you up. Oh, you're trying to jump right to the head. I thought you were saying y, as in like W-H-Y. Y, just because that's how we do it. So we divide both sides by what? Negative 5? Divide both sides by negative 5, so y is going to be negative 5. There we go. All right. Still good? What happens if I have this? Let's go. A divided by 6 equals negative 2. Uh-oh. Now you're going, oh my God, there's a fraction. There we go. Multiply both sides times by 6. Boom. A is going to be -12. Bingo. Made you think, didn't I? All right. How we feeling so far? Good? All right. All right. I'm going to give you a few to try here. What the heck? We got to practice some. Act like you never did this before. Huh? No, I'm not giving you one of the answers. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we come to it. Uh-oh. Sure. So the first one we have 4 plus x equals 12. So we subtract the 4 from both sides, get x equals 8. I like it. Second one, if y minus 6 equals -13, we add a 6 to both sides. And we add a 6 to both sides, we get y is equal to -7. That looks good. Number 3, we have z divided by 4, so we want to multiply both sides by 4. giving us z equals 48. I like it. And then number 4, we have 6m equals 32, so we divide both sides by 6. 5.3 repeating, which would also be what, 5 1/3? Correct? Any questions on that? All right. Now, where might you get a problem like this at in a word problem? Let's talk about one here. So let's say you have a problem like this. You're working on your living room. You find out your living room has, let's say it's 250 square feet. An easy problem, but say your living room is 250 square feet. Okay, and problem is you know the full square footage, but you can only figure out one of the sides. All right, you know that the length of the room is, let's say 20 feet. All right, now what's the width? Okay, so we think back to area. We know that area equals length times width, correct? Typically, we have length and width, and we plug those two numbers in, multiply them, and get the answer of area, correct? This case, though, we don't have that. We have that the area is 250. Do we know the length? Yeah, the length is 20. About the width? We don't know that, do we? We plug those things into our formula. Now we're stuck with something like this. Now we have to solve for that variable. How do I solve for W? Yeah, divide both sides by 20. Boom. So how wide is it? 12.5. There you go. Good. 12.5 foot wide. Questions? Not too bad, is it? All right. Give me a second.